Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today I am discuss between Chaucer and Spenser poetry 15th century. So last video was depend upon the prose, but here discuss the new video about poetry. First, I will give the introduction. The period of the 150 years after the death of the Chaucer is comparatively blank, especially in the poetry. Though little development were observed in prose and drama, but very poor and barren is the compared to age of the Chaucer. Maurice Marquis the author is one of the greatest prose writer produced during this period. Two explanations are given in this regards. First, conditions were not favorable at that time, since wars of rose had killed the flowers of English nobility and suppressed the literature and art. Second, because it was the transitional period in English language regarding grammar and pronunciation, which led over the century to become modern English language. Latter factor caused the previous poetry of Chaucer's as to be awkward, irregular, and crude. But perhaps the simple explanation is that no great poet was found in England during this period. English poetry in 15th century depend upon the two things: English Chaucerian and Scottish Chaucerian. Among English poets after Chaucer, only three deserves noticed. Hawcliffe, Lydgate, and Skeleton. Though Hawcliffe and Lydgate profess to be disciples of the Chaucer, but both are hopelessly dull. John Skeleton basically can't be simplified dismissed because modern poets shown interest in him because of being originality and the roughness in his poetry that become common in the modern English literature. His strong point is satire of the personal kind, coarse and abusive, but many times he is tender and mild too. He was tutor of the future King Henry VIII. Scottish Chaucerian, basically King James I, Henry's son, Dunbar, and the Gavin Douglas were notable. Scottish Chaucerian, they were included. James I wrote King of the Choir in the 7-line stanzas of the Chaucer, then came to be known as the Rhyme Royal. It gives a touching and graceful account of his love affair shown Mark influenced and the Chaucer. Robert Henry was first great poet of the Scotland, who was originally living in his inflections of the Chaucer and has a great power in the variety of his poetry. William Dunbar ranked first in his group and has generally been acclaimed as the greatest poet of Scotland, second to only Burns. He was a court poet, and his poetry displays astonishing diversity of the subjects and the matter. Next one is Gavin Douglas is the last and the least important poet of this group. His forms rest on his translations of the Aeneid. His was the first translation of this classic to appear in any British language. Hence has good importance as anticipating the humanisms in the Renaissance. So these were all about the 15th century poetry, Scottish Chaucerian and English Chaucerian too. I hope you will understood very well. So don't forget like, subscribe and share. Inshallah, I will meet in next video with new topic with new hopes. इजाज़त दीजिए. अल्लाह हाफिज़. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is mentor Faiza Shaikh, and you are watching my videos and you are also liking my videos. I am very happy and thankful to all of them. So, as you know that we are talking about the literature. Literature is the soul. Literature is the wisdom. So, here I will discuss the new topic that is very important topic एलिज़ाबेथन एज। एलिज़ाबेथन एज में पोइट्री को डिस्कस करेंगे स्पेंसर की। एलिज़ाबेथन एज रिलेट टू द स्पेंसर एज 1552 till 1599 Edmund Spencer. So here I will give little bit introduction about Edmund Spencer. Edmund Spencer appeared as a new star in the literary field 2 decades after Total's Miscellany and White and Surrey during early Renaissance. The appearance of Shepherd's Calendar in 1579 opened a new epoch in English poetry. Shepherd's Calendar belonged to the Edmund Spencer. Nothing like this has been written after Chaucer. His second position was confirmed after his Fairy Queen. So Spencer was born in 1552 and belonged to a poor family of Lancashire. He developed friendship with Sir Philip Sidney while serving in the House of Earl. He was visited by Sir Walter Raleigh, to whom he read Fairy Queen, who was so inspired by him that he took Spencer to Queen, who sanctions from him pensions of $50 a year. Works of Edmund Spencer की बात करें तो he provided a lot of work as such as Shepherd's Calendar, which he written in 1579, around the same time of got married. At the same time, he also got married. Fairy Queen written in 1590. Astrophil and Colin Clouds Come Home Again. These are allegorical elegy. Amarti written in 1594. This is sonnet sequence. Epithalamion about feelings before marriage. Before marriage, which are feelings in the Edmund Spencer. So he written into the epithalamion. Prothalamion concerned with the Bracula song. This is the song. Pamphlets titles A View of the Present State of Ireland. A View of the Present State of Ireland. So discuss more things for hymns to love and beauty. Shepherd's Calendar. Here I will discuss and introduce something into the Shepherd's Calendars too. It is pastoral poem written on Theocritus and Virgil model. It contains 12 eclogues, dialogues between shepherds, one for each month year. It contains 12 eclogues, including author of himself by the name of Colin Cloud. The most remarkable thing about it is its richness and variety of meter. England is represented as a vast sheep farm ruled by shepherds, Queen Elisa, daughters of the Pan and the Syrinx. Apart from the subject, poet also discusses love, poetry, and Puritanism. Astrophil, it is an allegorical and pastoral elegy written on the death of the Sir Philip Sidney. So this is very upset, sad poetry. The Marti, the epithalamian and the prothalamian. Basically, Spencer fell in love with the Elizabeth while his neighbor who was pursued after long agony. So Spencer record his emotions in the series of the sonnets called Amarti. Spencer's sonnets are specific in the sense that his love is true and pure, not pretended. In form of Spenserian sonnets are the neither patriarch nor Shakespearean. They have their own specific structure, three quatrains and a couples with rhyming arrangements A B A B B C B E D E D. So generally known as the Spenserian sonnets. Some concludes with the epithalamians or bridal ode with the stanza. Epithalamion is the best of all Spenser's work. Prothalamion is written in the honor of the double marriage for two daughters of Earl and Worcester. It is second important of the Spenser after Epithalamion. So four hymns to love and beauty. Two of, two of these were written by Spenser's about early beauty and early love, which he, which he disappeared later on and added two more, replacing the earthly love and the beauty of heavenly love and beauty. So for hymns and the loves and the beauty. So here Spencer, as a child of Ranisa, was lover of the beauty in all of the form of, especially in the beauty of the women's. But he was also Puritan, though refined one, but his conscience troubled him. He was born spiritual concept of the beauty is main theme of his rhyme. So here I will discuss another work, Fairy Queen. In the Perfectory Letters to the Sir Walter Raleigh describing the plan of the Fairy Queen, he disclosed that he wanted to portray an ideal gentleman. For this purpose, he chose King Arthur and his magnificence, which according to Aristotle is the perfection of all the 12 ethical virtues um, enumerated by him. Fairy Queen was to set those 12 virtues by 12 books, but only 6 books got completed. If we examine the plot of the poem, the Prince Arthur falls in the love with the Fairy Queen Gloriana, whom he sees the dream. He sets out his journey to her court fairly, and where she is holding her annual 12 days festivals. On each of these days, night representing one of the virtue, taking her adventures too. Arthur is brought to these virtues um, ventures which and successfully through his ad. Book I represent Adventures of the Red Cross Knight, Holiness who protects Una. True religion protects church, Protestant church against the archimago hypocrisy and the deuce of false Roman Catholic Church. Book 2 Present and Adventures of Sir Khayan, Temperance with the destruction of Acacia, Intemperance and her power of the bliss. Book 3 Present Adventures of Female Knight, Bride to Matrice, Chastity. Book 4 Present Legends of the Trimond and the Campbells to Friendship. Book 5 Present and Adventures of Article Justice. Book 6 gives Adventures of Sir Calidor, yani courtesy. The poem is not merely romance but also an allegory. Many times in the poem, Spencer fails to maintain allegory and romance both seems well managed first two books, while in later books these hamper each other. Apart from that, Spencer had weak dramatic power. His characters are lifeless and monotonous, with the exceptions of the few among these. The charm of poems lies in the magnificent pictures and inspiring music. He was advocate of his passionate love for beauty earthy and the senses beauty for. He is generally known poet's poet because he was followed by the many poets, but he was in little approach for common readers. The stanza he invented is known after his name, which is Salisbury describes as one of the crowning achievements of the poetical inspirations in form. So at the end, I will discuss Spenserian stanza. In consider of 9 lines rhyming A B A B A B A B B C B C C, the last being and the Alexandrian of lines of 6 iambic feet instead of the 5 as in others. It is suitable for long and a continuous form. It became very famous in later romantic revival and was used by the Thompsons, Wordsworth, Byron, Shelley, and the Keats. So this is all about the Spenserian and Edmund Spenser, also the Elizabethan age. So I hope have you understood each and everything. Subscribe my channels, like and share, because these are very important and very dominant topic in English literature. So I hopefully you will like and subscribe to. So इजाज़त दीजिए, अल्लाह हाफिज़. इंशाल्लाह in next video I will explain a new topic related to the literature, because I am making the series of the English literature. Maybe I hope you are understand and follow me. अल्लाह हाफिज़. दुआ में याद रखिए.